Hello there, my name is Argentum, and today I would like to show you my Dark States Baromagnes deck profile. Now before we even begin, this is the deck list. If you're here for the deck list, well, you have it, you can stop the video now. As for the rest of you, Baromagnes is a hybrid between Dark Irregulars, Pale Moon, and Genesis. The goal of the deck is to get to 15 soul as soon as possible. With this build, you could get to 10 soul by turn 3 and 15 soul on turn 4 most of the time. And when Baromagnes attacks, you get a counterblast 1. If you have 5 soul, draw a card. If you have 10 soul, he gets +1 critical and 10,000 power. Now if you have 15 soul, all players move all of their rear guards into their soul. Then you get to call 2 rear guards from your soul and they get +10k power each. So Baromagnes, it has this draw power, it has this pushing power with the critical and on the vanguard, and finally it has the multi-attack capabilities. Now without further ado, let's get on to the card choices, and I'll explain why I play certain cards in a bit. Let us start our card choices with the orders. My deck runs a total of 7. 3 Brothers Soul for the easy soul charge, 2 Tartarus Beat Scrum for the easy 15k shield, and 2 Crawl You Insects for a massive perfect guard or die vanguard swing. Additionally, Crawl can help us make our rear guards bigger. Now for the units. For grade 1s, I run 4 perfect guards. I only run 2 Deep Sonicers in the main deck instead of 3 because you only need 2 for the kill turn. 3 Steam Battlers for the soul charge, and the soul blast to draw if we have more than 15 soul. For grade 2s, we are running 3 Electro Spartans in the main deck for the soul charge, and then we are playing 4 copies of our MVP, Selfish Engravers. She allows us to counter charge by going to the soul after attacking if we have 10 or more soul, and she also allows us to potentially counter charge 4 in a turn. And having that empty field really helps in cock blocking decks like Eugene and Prison. So this is a very good card. Definitely run 4 copies. Since Baromagnes is our ace, we run 3 copies of him in the main deck, obviously, and 4 copies of Phantasmal Magician Curtis for the soul charge and potentially buffing up the front row. In fact, Curtis also has an interesting interaction with Selfish Engraver, which I will show you all later. Our trigger lineup is pretty standard and good cookie cutter. We are running 1 over trigger and 8 critical triggers for the pushing power, 3 draws for us to get to our pieces as soon as possible, and finally 4 heals because you want to stay in the game as long as possible. Last but not least, we have the right deck. For our right deck, we are running 1 starter, 1 Deep Sonica, 1 Electro Spartan, and of course our 1 Baromagnes. Now that we are done with that, let us proceed to the combo section, since this deck has a few combos that makes this deck really fun to play with and a force to be reckoned with. The first combo is the Bread and Butter combo for Baromagnes, which allows you to attack for 5 attacks in a turn. After swinging with your rear guards, activate Baromagnes' skill, moving all your rear guards into your soul. Then you can proceed to superior call 2 copies of Deep Sonicers from your soul, and they both get +10k. Now the Deep Sonicers are 28k a piece without the Persona Right. This will force a lot of cards from your opponent's hand, or they have to take the damage. This combo requires 2 Selfish Engravers to work. After attacking the first Engraver, move her to soul to counter charge 1. Do the same for the second Engraver to counter charge another card. Then attack using your Vanguard, paying 1 counter blast to draw a card and activating the rest of his skills. Then you get to superior call 2 cards from your soul. Obviously, you're going to superior call the 2 Selfish Engravers that were moved in previously this turn. Now proceed to attack with both Engravers and activate their counter charging effects once again. Now you get to counter charge 4 counter blasts in a single turn. This combo requires Curtis and Selfish Engraver. Counter blast 2 to give everything in the front row a +5k. Then attack with Selfish Engraver, and then move her to Soul to counter charge 1. Now you have refunded the cost of the counter blast, and you are able to activate Baromagnes' skill. With this combo, you are able to push for higher numbers while having the resources to activate Baromagnes' skill. This combo can be used when you are at a low counter blast. Overall, the Baromagnes deck is one deck that I certainly enjoy playing. I would keep using this deck in my local shop tournaments, and I will keep updating it as I go along. Maybe in the future, I will post a video demonstrating what cards I have taken out or swapped. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I hope you all stay safe. Take care.